visiting Hogwarts.
Can't imagine it though.
This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Revelio. Lumos.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Why don't you cast Revelio first and see what details the field guides can provide? Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Lumos.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Revelio.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Okay. That's me. Grand staircase. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. That's how that works. What you up to, babe?
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central
Okay,
Hall.
I'll watch it. Are you gonna watch my stream?
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
I'll watch your stream if you want. Maybe.
Watching. Let me know when you're watching.
Yeah, I'm messaging this person that said, are you on official server? And I said, yeah, I'm looking. What do you want me to look at? Whoa, that's pretty. Those are some pretty trees. They're cyan. They're your favorite color too. That's cool. Pretty. They look like they're made of diamonds. The leaves look like they're made of diamonds. That's cool. That's awesome. Hello, peoples.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
This game. Now I think I'm getting to where I'm gonna go with my classes.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes
That's
today.
the one I'm looking for.
And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
I'm a Ravenclaw. Ravenclaws are known for like intelligence. Okay, thank you for registering. Can you tell me more about Charms class? What exactly? Yeah, there.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts
Thank you,
class?
baby.
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become
Oh, yeah,
warriors.
because you're my moderator.
Fortunately, we are lucky to have the
got it
ever-gifted
on
Professor
the thing.
Heckert
That's
in
cool.
charge of our students' education in that regard.
You pinged it. You pinned it.
No, I didn't.
How did that happen then? It just automatically did it?
You're watching mine.
Oh! That's why. Okay. Never mind. I'm silly. Okay, we go to mine now. And pin mine. You put on
And then come back.
there. Yes, I will come back. I will give you a viewer. So I promise. I know that's important to you. You want me to see what you're doing. Okay. Alright, so,
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
my character is a play on words of my dad's CB.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the
Rolling
only
Stone.
all-wizarding village in Britain,
Well, I
and is
called him
home to an
in
array
this,
of
I called him
shops and
Rolling
pubs.
Moonstone.
You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
I've always wanted to try that. There's something called butterbeer in Harry Potter world, and supposedly it's a non-alcoholic drink, almost kind of like cider, you know, kind of like and it's supposed to be really good. It's like a sweet drink. They only call it butterbeer because it has cider in it.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day. and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
That didn't work out. There is, in fact, I'm afraid there is. My suspicion is there's more to the story than the search for belongings and extinction. And a trip to the castle. Do I tell her about? Well, I mean, the kids already know about the dragon, so what should we? Oh yeah, the key thing. Yeah, I'll just say no.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
That's more the guy that...
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said.
Yeah. Okay.
Speak of the devil, Professor Fig.
There's like a
Your
secret
ears
key
must have
that
been
his wife
burning.
had.
Yes. You seem to have provided our new
supposedly
fifth year
there's
with
like
a
a war
solid
against
foundation
with
in
the
the
goblins.
basics of spellcasting.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece.
The
Perfectly
headmaster was
good boats and
asking about
carriages
it.
to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a
I was like,
dragon.
nah, I don't know anything.
I wouldn't say
told
I
him not to,
chose the
so-
dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might
What do you
I
think
rely
about
on
in
you,
my
Professor
character?
Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
By the way, I'm not the old man, I'm the other guy.
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide.
I tried to make him as
It will
most
be invaluable
as
to
much
you.
as my character as what I actually really look
invaluable
like as
to
much
me,
as I could.
as I'll be using it to keep
We
up
only
to
had
date
so
on
many
your
choices
progress.
to-
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes
I
today,
have no
and
idea.
I'll explain
I'm
more
I'm
about
watching
those
it. It also
assignments
says
I
that online,
mentioned,
too.
and we'll see if we
When you
can't
go
get
on
you to
YouTube, though, it
Hogsmeade
says
for
it
those
says one person
supplies.
watching. It's counting me on there. So I have no idea. Ooh, yeah, but
It must be stupid.
yeah. So I'm seeing what Dose was talking about, that they brought the weapon. They got the Weapon X thing.
It's good to see you,
They brought the
Professor.
Weapon X.
And
thing,
you. I was hoping our paths
an
would
ad
cross
that I see
today
I'm seeing.
before you immersed yourself in studies.
So
Did
in
I
the story
hear
of
you
Wolverine, he
masterfully
actually
evade Professor
had,
Weasley's interrogation regarding our late
captured
arrival?
when he first got his metal claws, and he was part of what's called the Weapon X program. It was to enhance X-Men, basically, and weaponize them. That's why they're called Weapon X. So what was the question? Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley interrogating regarding I did, sir. I didn't like that to her. No, I don't feel guilty about lying to her, honestly, because she doesn't need to know. Because
I did my
I'm
best,
gonna get in trouble.
but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is
Yeah,
a
I'm not
brilliant
gonna say
and
I feel bad
astute
about
witch.
it, 'cause
It was right to
I
keep
have
the
his
details
back.
to yourself for now. We don't
Right,
know
exactly.
where this path we've embarked upon will lead.
It
may require a
in the
bit
game that
more
I'm playing,
flexibility with your time
fight
than
against
she would
goblins
approve
that are
of.
happening.
And
But
she
the
may feel
goblins are trying
obliged to
to
share
revolt
details with the
against
headmaster
wizards.
that would be better left
And
between us.
Understood,
The
Professor.
headmaster
Good.
asked
Now,
about
as
it.
capable as you are, I believe the
And,
ability
there
you
was- in the
possess
beginning of the game,
obliges you to be
there's like this
well
canister
trained.
thing.
Happily, you have the
It
benefit of
has
an
a-
exceptionally
your
skilled team
character
of witches and
gets a
wizards
key.
to guide you.
Is a key.
Speaking of guides, and so that I
his
may
wife has
avoid
one.
another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment
That
we
would've had his wife
included
in
in the
trouble and
field
him in
guide's
trouble.
map?
He's a good
Unfold
guy.
it and have a look.
I was talking all the time. What am I looking at? Open that. So, okay, so in the beginning of the game, you go and there's this, like, container that they can't open. And they explain that there's a goblin war that's happening, and that old man that you just saw earlier, his wife is apparently a spy, with the goblins. Like, she's
Kind of reminds me of our.
kind of, yeah. But she's like kind of like a spy with the goblins, and she was able to get her hands on an important thing that the goblins wanted, and there was an artifact, and this thing was a canister or a container that they could not open. And so they're like, what the heck, what do we do? And my character, when we're in the carriage and they revealed the container, he goes and he says, what's that light there? And there's a symbol on it that's like the fire symbol. It's the symbol of the game. And I'm thinking that has a lot to do. There's like a significance to him, the character playing, and the symbol in some way later on. But it glows, and he goes to press on it, and it opens up. They haven't been able to open it this whole time, and it has a key in it. And there's some secrets that was revealed. There was like a secret area that was revealed because of that. And then the headmaster just a few minutes ago asked me. She said, was it more than just you? I heard that y'all guys were delayed. Was there any more to that story of that? You know, all I heard was there was a delay, and it was just a mishap. And I just tell it, they give you the choice of either saying there was more to it or there's not, like of lying to her or not. And I'm like, nah, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Like that would get him in trouble and his wife, and no, forget that. No, I don't want Headmaster to know about that. Like she's a spy, and also he is a teacher. He's a professor. So he would get in trouble. He'd lose his job, possibly. Like, if the headmaster, I don't know how to know this headmaster. I don't know what her political stuff is. I don't know what her stance is on all of it. Hello, hello, viewer. This castle is maybe used to charm purpose and build guy in the way. So, oh yeah, I get to levitate this one. Oh, I'm gonna do that one first.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
I took the Pottermore test at one point, and it said that I had an oak wand with unicorn, I think, hair, and which the unicorn hair means that you have great healing within you, and then the oak just means that your defenses is important to you, something like that. So that was interesting. There's like a test online that you can take, and you can actually link your account to this, but I didn't do that. I just wanted a fresh character that will. I might go and restart and do another character and do that, but not for this one. Oh.
Students think they're oh so clever. Pete's game's the best one ever.
What's going on? Oh, that was a ghost. Okay, never mind. I thought someone was picking on somebody. Kicked somebody's butt. Okay. Is it part up? like exploring more. Being lost in everything. Okay, I don't know. Okay, once I cut across there, it should take me to the clouds.
What do you mean you won't be coming over?
Oh no, I
Surely
need to go
not
that
gonna mean to
further.
have come all the way from Guernsey! Where?
Resource indeed, your field guide.
I get so freaking lost. I love getting lost in this map. I love how fast it loads. What else? Okay, maybe it's down. Usually it shows. This game would have been way better online. But it would have took longer to release, but it's still been worth it. They would have got way more of a profit. A lot more people playing. Did I get into the wrong class? Oh, nope. That's him, I think. I think it's him. No. It looks like Luminos. I've never been in one place, so I don't know. Oh, what's this? What's it up? No. Oh, that's Kitty. Couldn't see. Aww. Do I get to pick up that later? Pretty cool. Damn. I'll use the thing. I think we're heading in the right direction. Yeah, looks like we are. This reminds me back in high school days. I used to hate running up the stairs. Dude, going throughout this school reminds me of my high school days. This is crazy. Getting lost in the halls trying to figure out where my class is. That was insane. My high school had like 2 or 3 floors. Yeah. Yeah, we had like 2 or 3. It's like, depends on if you're talking about middle school or high school. Middle school had 2 floors, and I believe the high school had 3. That's pretty big. Oh, nope, that's the bathroom. I did not mean to go in there. I don't know. Why is it pointing to there? Oh, maybe it's on the side. I'm very confused. Oh, okay. Oh, another thing of stairs. Yay. I'm glad this is not a...
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit.
Right?
We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Yay, I think I found it. Maybe.
Why would Black want to be headmaster?
Maybe. No? Oh, yeah. I finally found it. Good thing that wasn't a timed event because I would have lost. Be like, you missed your class.
Here, behind you.
I hate how they have, no matter how
here.
far the distance of the class, they only give you like 30 minutes to get there.
Hello, I am Nettie.
That was annoying.
So you are the new student.
I don't know about
Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
But they give us only 30 minutes.
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone?
Like they didn't have enough teachers to spread everybody out.
I am afraid it is too late to study now.
I don't even know.
My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
Actually had
Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Because the middle school... Yeah, we had...
It seems that we are in dire need of review.
Yeah, 8th and 9th grade.
Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom.
And then whenever you
now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Yeah, we had 8. We had a...
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner.
We are streaming.
I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice.
Because you did,
Keep at it.
Because of a bully situation?
You might just rival Miss Onai here.
Like what's going on?
Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
That should have been. That was on the adults, in my opinion. Then, if that's the case, because if they knew that you were being bullied, they should have had the common sense to know. Oh, I know why you're wanting to, because of the fact that the person you're bullying is doing that at school. That's simple. Like, they should have had the common sense to know that. And what?
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree.
Was that the same person?
So,
the other stuff
what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment.
When your mind is under stress,
think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Accio, show us how it's done. Very good.
Kids threaten kids with what?
Splendid! Excellent control there. Very Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Yes!
Accio!
That's it!
Watch this. That is how it's done. I know everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
Accio!
Let us see this. Phew.
Don't lose your composure. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp. There we go.
Accio!
Not to worry.
Watch this. Yes! Oh dear. Let us see this. That is how it's done.
Accio!
Stay focused. Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
But yeah, that's kind of cool that they have one in Africa. That's pretty neat. I didn't know that. Supposedly it's in it's Uganda. So I guess it's in Uganda and
Uganda?
well, yeah. She says the school is called Uganda, so I guess it's in Uganda. That's a play on words of Uganda, I guess.
Stop going so broad.
What was the American? I remember there was one called that. It was something weird. Livermorny. What is the American one? Yeah, that's what it's called. It's called Livermorny. And believe it or not, one of the houses was actually a Muggle house. There was a house that was supposedly for people that were just trying to practice magic without having the ability, being like a born wizard, like someone that was just trying to be a Muggle that practicing magic.
Stop.
What? Oh, the stick drift, yeah. But yeah. There's actually a theory that the four people of the houses of Hogwarts are actually the four children of what is it? The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. There's people that there's a theory of that. Yeah, that was more just saying that they're children of God more than anything. When he says that, when Aslan says that, that was the writer saying that they were children of God, I think. And that, well, when you say you're a son and daughter of Eve, that is basically him calling them human, because we're all generations of Adam and Eve. It's just that's a fancy way of saying it, I guess. But what I was saying was, there's a fan theory that the four houses of Hogwarts, people, founders. Oh, okay. She's getting stick drift. I know you're getting stick drift. I was explaining to the audience when they were like, you're doing that you're not aggravated at me, you're aggravated at the stick drift. But the four founders, they're the same people that are the kids from Hogwarts, from Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Supposedly, Peter becomes Godric Gryffindor, and then you've got the Susan. She becomes she represents intelligence. Peter represents courage, and then you've got what was it? The little girl. She represents loyalty and healing and stuff. And then you've got Edmund, who represents cunning and being, and yeah, like cunningness and like all that. So there's some people that have came up with that theory. So it's kind of interesting. Oh, crap. Why is my controller not working? Why does it do that? Come on. It's being stupid. What? Is he asking you to do something? What do you... Oh, that was your brain thing again. Okay. Come on. I gotta stop the stream because my controller's messing up again. That's great.